Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card all about a big life change that's coming for you. Something that you can look forward to that's going to excite your life and make things just a little bit more interesting. Just a real big shift. I feel like this reading is going to be a lot about transformation. So it will most likely be after the transformation that you go through that this will happen. Because I feel like a lot of people are going through just some really intense changes at the moment. So this is going to be all about you guys coming into something that just really fits you, suits you, and just makes you feel a lot more comfortable with life. So let's get started. We have 4 groups. We have group number 1 with the selenite. We also have the card of ask. Group number 2 with moonstone, with the card of acceptance. Group number 3 with a clear quartz, with pause, and group number 4 with the smoky quartz and reflection. So let's get started. Please choose your group now. As usual, timestamps are in the description box and in the comment section. If I ever forget to put the timestamps in the comment section, then please just comment them down below. And let's get started. My private reading rates and my crystal shop are below in the description box, and let's get started. Start with group number 1 with a selenite. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the word of ask. I love this. This reminds me of massive Cancerian energy. A lot of you guys who are Cancers definitely need to work on asking more, especially if you are, most likely you are an empath. A lot of you guys definitely struggle with asking for help. I'm going to bring this camera out a little bit. Oh, it already is out. Okay, cool. It's definitely an energy of I don't know how to receive. I can't receive. I don't know how to receive. Things like that. So you guys chose a selenite. So this group especially, very intuitive. You guys are the little mystics, the little soul seekers, the little intuitive babies that definitely need to express. A lot of you guys are definitely struggling with expression at the moment. There's this kind of need to really deeply express yourself, and you have definitely been struggling with that. So let's have a look and see what's your main card. And we got some advice, we've got some tarot, and we're going to look into the astrology cards as well. You cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. Where is your heart guiding you? So this is a number 3 as well. So number 3 is going to be really significant in the next few weeks. I do feel like 3 months at the most is going to be when this comes in. Number 3 feels like a nice solid number. So that feels really good. So let's have a look and see what's going on for you in terms of your advice, and then we'll have a look into the specifics and things like that. So we have pyrite, let the money flow in, shungite, detox your life. Some of you guys need to get outside. Okay guys, hopefully the lighting is okay. Sorry if it's not all that at the moment. Okay, so we have let the money flow in, detox your life. First of all, you guys are definitely focusing on your monies. Monies is definitely what you guys are focusing on. You guys are definitely need to come back to kind of exterior wealth. I'm picking up that that's going to be like your main focus this time around at the moment, and just really focusing on how to get that back. Let's have a look and see your main chakra. Okay, so to attract money, for this group, you guys are definitely money orientated. So if you're not wanting money, it's more about just like material gain and physical things. So like asking for things to change, actually having things change in your life as well. So we have the 4th chakra of the heart chakra. This definitely is for your energy about opening up to spirit, opening up to receiving. And for a lot of you guys, you do have extremely big hearts. You really want to love, you really want to be in love, you want to be in a relationship. And for a lot of you guys, it literally is about knowing how to work your light now, and then you're going to attract your person in. So what I'm feeling for a lot of you guys is the need for you to concentrate on yourself is very important at the moment. There's this, of course, there's like a yearning for partnership and things, which is completely normal, but there's definitely this kind of like stripping, this changing of levels happening. So okay guys, so sorry if the lighting's all over the place. I'm going to try and make sure it's okay, but let's go, let's just get into it. So where is your heart guiding you? And we have the heart chakra card. So what this is telling me is a lot of you guys know exactly where you want to go, but you're preventing yourself from getting there because of a lot of limiting beliefs around who you are, how you feel, how people have treated you, all that stuff. There's definitely a lot of people that have kind of told you how to live your life, and you've taken it on as your own. You've taken it on as, oh, this is my life, then I'm just going to accept it. But basically, you don't actually have to accept it. This is all about you and your life and what you're choosing to do with it. So you cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. How will you make money? How do you want to make money? How do you want to attract money? For a lot of you guys, it'll be through your intuition. I feel like giving yourself a couple of weeks break or a week break will give you a good opportunity to download a lot of messages, even if they're just subtle, even if it's just like a little kind of, you know, a little tinkle. Maybe I should say twinkle. A little like tingle. Okay. I'm hearing like Peter Tingle from Spider-Man. There's this like message that needs to come to you that's going to come completely natural, and the heart chakra is really coming up for me, where you guys are so heart chakra babies. You love so hard, and you definitely definitely feel left out a lot. You don't always feel like you fit in. So what I'm seeing for you guys is, if you want to let money flow in a little bit more, whether that be an opportunity, whether that be finances, having a new career, it can be you have the most amazing job, but you just, you know, need to balance out your career life a bit more between career, family, you know, friends, whatever. There is just this need for you to come back to your body more. You cannot work if you aren't healthy. You cannot be fulfilled in your life if you aren't healthy and happy. Like, the main thing humans strive for, just cutting out all money, cutting out all physical stuff, is healthy and happy. Once we are healthy, we are happy. You know, when we are mentally healthy, physically healthy, we are happy. That's kind of what you want to strip it down to. So anything that is causing you stress, anything that's making your life more and more complicated, make it more simple. Like, make it as simple as possible. So with the heart chakra, this could be also a really good advice for you guys, for you to work on your heart chakra, letting love in a little bit more, or just giving yourself a little bit more love. You know, maybe giving yourself that session that you probably avoided, maybe like yoga session or therapy session or massage therapy session. Like, this is basically giving yourself a chance to receive by giving yourself an opportunity to have that. And receiving can literally be, I'm going to wash the dishes tonight before I go to bed instead of having it in the morning, or I'm going to exercise before I go to bed. It's like, that is asking yourself, that is telling yourself, I am allowed to receive, I can receive. So we have the heart chakra, unconditional love. I allow myself to be open by giving and receiving love without fear of rejection. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. When I'm loving to others, I am helping bring out the innate love within them so they can also feel uplifted, worthy and cared for. I love myself the way I am, not the way I was or could be, and I extend this love to others. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. So that's really, really nice. All right, so what it's basically saying is fear of rejection. You may want something, but you're scared that you're not going to be able to actually receive it. So something could also be, it could be something as simple as, if you guys don't actually know what you want to do, or you don't know what you actually want right now, make your life simple as possible by doing things that you enjoy and stripping back anything that makes your life really, really complicated, because that is like the last thing that you need right now. What was the other thing I was going to say? There's something else. I'm hearing opening a gate, like you got to open your gate and allow yourself to receive. Yeah, I feel, oh, that was it. Ask the universe. Thank you. You need to ask the universe as well. If you feel like you need a bit of assistance, just say, hey, universe, can I have some assistance? Like, I literally don't even worry about how you say it. Like, I literally say, oh, bitch, give me some stuff. You know, it's like, if it is authentically coming from you, it doesn't matter how you say it, as long as it's authentic, because I swear on a daily basis, and it's nothing to do with the fact that I am trying to insult anything or anyone. It's like, that's how I talk. It's my passion, you know, I'm passionately talking. So do not be afraid of doing stuff wrong. Do not be afraid of, don't try to micromanage everything. And, you know, you're talking to my ultimate perfectionist right here. So, you know. Okay, so let's have a look at your, what should we do? Your oracle cards next. I don't think I want to do tarot next. Do I want to do tarot next? Don't think so. Okay, let's grab these. Do you want to do tarot? No. Okay, right. Main things that are going on for you guys. we have the first house arrival. Boom. A lot of you guys could be going through your first house, which would mean that you guys are 24. Then I have to do maths now, so 12 years after that, 12 years after that. So basically you could be working your first house, working on your body, working on action. Like, this is actually a forward movement card. Like, this group is all about like Aries and Cancer energy. It's like, okay, I want this thing over here, but I'm over here right now. Okay, what can I do to get myself here? And a lot of it is just being yourself. It's kind of like applying for a job interview and not lying about who you are. Like, I saw a shop a few weeks ago, and it said on the sign, it was like, we only hire people out of their personality and what they're actually presenting to us. And I just think that's amazing. That's what it should be like. If you're qualified enough and people just keep looking at your CV and you're like, no, I'm not interested, it's like, but actually look at what I can actually give to this company or this group of people, because at the end of the day, you are worth having for this type of like thing, whatever it is, whatever the thing is that you want, whether it's career, whether it's a relationship. You should show up as yourself and you will get what you need for you. If you're pretending to be somebody else, you're just going to struggle more, because it's making your life, basically it's making your life more difficult, more complicated, you know. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we have. We have the solar eclipse, we have Aquarius, and we have a Scorpio. So because we have the first house of arrival, and then we also have Aquarius and Scorpio, what this is saying to me is that your life is going to basically flip, basically completely change. So what I'm seeing for you guys is a major changes. You guys are coming into a brand new cycle. You are getting ready to be your ultimate self. And the solar eclipse energy is basically like you and your personality are going to start to shine, and that's going to give you what you want. So a lot of you guys, you know, society is basically corrupt, you know, that's just kind of like a given. So when it comes to getting a job, from waiting, you know, for somebody else to give you that job, it can be really stressful, because if you're waiting for somebody to give you an option, you're essentially giving away your power. Not, of course, not all the time. Of course, if it's like a boss or somebody else like that. I mean, like with somebody who is keeping you on the line, who's basically doing it deliberately, who's making sure that your life is a complete misery. So what I'm seeing for you guys is you might be in a job or want to be in a job where you're more free, where you are able to make more stronger decisions, where you're able to choose for yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's basically about working for yourself. Also, it's about making your own choices. In the future, the biggest blessing for you guys is a stronger amount of money, stronger amount of self-worth, and a lot of you guys, there's just this big sense of like achievement. It comes from essentially just confidence, and you're going to start to ask for what you want more. That's kind of what you're going to attract. And the Aquarius energy is absolutely gorgeous. You could be an Aquarius attracting a Scorpio, or you could attract two of these people who are Aquarius or Scorpio. But whoever this is, I feel like this is really you, actually. It's more about you're the Aquarius and you're kind of being independent, and then the Scorpio energy is all about transformation. The solar eclipse is like, I'm going to be seen, bitch. Like, I'm coming out. That's what I'm seeing. It just feels really yummy and lovely, and I'm very happy with this group. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get some tarot, and we're going to see what is coming for you guys. So group number 1, please. Lovely. I love this. Do I want these? Yes. Okay. Whew. A lot of you guys have had a lot of karmic relationships that have just been not fun. Not fun. Not fun at all. I'm seeing like an infinity sign, and I'm seeing the number 6 as well. Number 6 being a really big omen for you. Okay, right, I feel like you're going to start speaking your truth, and it's going to create a ripple effect. A lot of people are going to also start speaking the truth around you, and it's going to create this massive transition phase. I feel like a lot of you guys are coming back to your sense of self-worth, and it's very uncomfortable because you're being asked to stretch yourself, basically. I'm seeing in the future, if any of you guys are wanting to have a relationship, there is an earth sign that is going to be very stable. This doesn't actually have to be an earth sign. It's just somebody who's really stable. I feel like somebody who is going to be really stable coming into your life, and they're going to start to fill up the gaps that have been kind of empty for you, that have kind of been making you feel like you know, you can't function, you can't be heard, you can't be seen. This person is just full on a love bucket. They're just a bucket of love. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to come away from a lot of old partnerships, a lot of old friendships that are just making you feel like poop. And because this reading is all about asking, your main responsibility here is to ask. Ask the universe, allow yourself to do more things to help yourself, to help you vibe a higher vibration. And a lot of you guys, there's going to be friends coming into your life. It's going to kick out a lot of these old people who just make you feel like rubbish. And then you can basically just walk away and feel a lot more happier. And then basically you're going to start to feel more free, and you're going to be able to attract the career you really want. And also you're going to help a lot of people because you're also helping yourself. That's kind of like the main energy we have. All right, so let's have a look and see what else. Okay, we have Leo, we have the 6th house, and we have the south node. Okay, so Leo, 6th house, south node. Taking care of your body is like vital for this group. A lot of you guys take on a lot of pain and exhaustion from other people. When people give you their shit, you take it on. So your job here to attract this abundance of money and new people and just a new vibration of yourself, you're going to have to come away from your old self of sabotage. The south node in Leo means the north node's in Pisces, which means, no, not Pisces, Aquarius, which is funny because we had Aquarius. You are going to be attracting a lot more people because you're showing up for who you are. Basically, it's like stop putting a mask on yourself and hiding who you are, like an emotional mask, and like hiding who you are and being in this place of I'm never going to be able to find anyone, I'm never going to be able to attract anyone. A lot of it is just fear of rejection. That is essentially why you could be feeling like that as well. I feel like a lot of you guys just are going to get to the point where you're just going to have enough. And the creativity has been sucked out of you, so you're going to get that life back again, which is really, really gorgeous. Okay, so do I want to pull just one more card? I think I might just pull one more card and just give you some animal advice. I love the animal cards. I really want to just get one of those out. So group number 1. I love the little duck. He's so cute. So this is going to be your advice. Underneath you have the panther. That's fully like just being in your power. That is just so yummy and lovely, and I love her. Okay, I'm going to read the camel. The duck is just kind of just floating along. The duck is also enjoying life and just being more carefree. And how you can do that is to just focus on yourself. So focus on doing things that you enjoy, getting out in nature, going outside, doing exercise, things like that. It's like really getting out of your head. Okay, so the camel. Journey, oasis, and reserve. In the hot desert, the camel treads across the sand underneath the beaming sun, a searing landscape that only the toughest can handle. The camel guides you to find your inner oasis, regardless of the climate of the current situation. Find your happy place and retreat into it whenever you need space to restore and restock your reserves. This doesn't have to be a physical spot. It can also be a stillness in the mind, like meditation, things like that. I'm hearing don't underestimate the power of nature as well. The camel is able to travel long distances, carrying the weight of hopes, promises, and treasures from faraway lands. Summon the camel to help you with your own pilgrimage, journeying from one land to another and bringing the depths of your own identity into a new world. The camel reminds you that you can handle the tough terrain and can offload burdens that are weighing you down. You are in it for the long haul, which you are more ready for. Boom. Have a lovely day, guys. My rates and crystal shop are below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose Moonstone. Hi. I love Moonstone. She is amazing for bloating, period pain, anything emotional, anything hormonal, boom, for females and males. All right, so you guys chose acceptance. So this is a very, very deep one. This is going to go really deep, guys. I mean, not really surprising. Everything I do is deep as a Scorpio. So the main thing I'm actually getting for you guys is this sense of letting go. And I don't like to say letting go because, you know, I hate when people say it to me because I'm like, oh, what does that mean? What I'm saying is basically letting go is like letting people be who they are, letting people do what they do. You can only do so much. And when people start to stress you the fuck out, remind yourself that they're only doing what they've been, you know, what they have had at their expense of, what they've been taught by others, what they've taken on, and realizing that people are just as they are, you know, so you can't change them. You've got to change your reaction and your choices. And acceptance is also when you lean into doing things that are more helpful for your health and your mind, you are giving yourself a lot more room to think and just do you. I feel like a lot of you guys just really stress yourself out. I am literally hearing the word control freak, which I don't like the word. That word sounds really bad, but what I'm basically saying is a lot of you guys have a strong need for control in this group, and trust me, your blessings are coming in terms of what you've been wanting. The big change I'm feeling for you guys is literally everything. When you start to accept where you are right now and realizing you can't do any more, any less, then things start to actually come to you very naturally, which is really nice. And I am picking up on a partner for you guys in this group. I do see a very grounded masculine. Of course, not everyone wants a masculine, so that's just what I'm picking up. But if you are wanting a feminine, that is also an option too. That's just what I'm seeing as a masculine. They're very tall, dark hair. They have a good sense of self, and they're coming in, I'm hearing, when you are more comfortable with expressing and being who you are, and you're not forcing anything. A lot of you guys tend to force stuff. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to meet anyone, you know, right now because I'm, you know, in my house, I'm an introvert. I'm just going to go to a club or a pub, even though I don't like clubs and pubs. I just want to meet people. It's like, well, at the end of the day, you're not going to meet people, because if you don't even want to go to a club or a pub, then you're not going to meet people there that you like. You know, if you like clubs and pubs, yes, you may meet people there that you like. But what I'm hearing is your life needs to be as authentic as possible for you. And yes, there are other people who will do their thing and do what they want to do and have their own life. At the end of the day, you got to choose what actually feels right for your soul. You know, there's no point in forcing, stretching yourself out. I'm seeing like skin, it's being stretched to the like nth degree. Like, you can only do so much, and then it gets pulled back. You know, you will get pulled back if you're forcing something. Okay, that's kind of just what I'm feeling. It feels like Leo energy. It's like, I want to force, I want to push, because you have an idea of what you want to do, but it's not like there yet. So number 4, that is lovely. So 4 months for a lot of you guys, the 4th month of the year. And I'm also picking up April, especially, yeah, a lot of Aries for this group. You are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? That is so nice. A lot of you guys, because you are perfectionists, you see things through this amount of view. And not to say that you can't see anything else, but because that is how you control it. Remember, you don't have to impress anyone. You're not here to impress anyone. People will love you for who you are if you show up for who you are. If you keep faking and pretending, you're literally just, what's the word, like lagging it. You are... What's the word? Can you give me the word, please? It's kind of like you are stalling. Yeah, thank you. You're stalling time. You're basically wasting time on being somebody else. This is your life. You're ready to live it as who you are. And that is you in the middle. And these are all the people that are going to come towards you in your life. You are going to be such a beautiful grandma when you're older. Whether you want kids or have kids, even if you don't even have children, you have this gorgeous wisdom about you. Like, you are such like an elder to people, and you need to recognize that you need help too. You need assistance too. You need guidance. And if people aren't giving that to you and you're giving it to them, you will feel absolutely fucking drained, honestly. I'm picking up on citrine. Is one of these citrine? No, damn it. I've really got drawn to citrine. So obviously citrine is your crystal at the moment. So citrine's going to be really good for you guys. Lovely. So you guys are the truth seekers. You guys are the wisdom loving, truth seeking bitches. My little bitches. You guys are the bitches. You guys are the ones that are going to literally change the world, and my legs are tingling the fuck out. Throat chakra. Hi, is this my group? I don't know. I literally had to put my blue lace agate bracelet on today because my throat was killing me. So for you guys, throat chakra. Oof. So also, if you're dealing with throat chakra stuff, you might need blue lace agate. Since I've put this on at the start of the video, I'm not even coughing. I've struggled through group number 1, honestly. So celestite and blue lace agate, both really good for your throat chakra. Malachite is really good for your heart chakra. And what's happening? Oh my God, guys, this group is so fucking amazing. I'm getting this yummy. Okay, so this is a message for a particular few of you, so just take it as it resonates. Someone or something is stripping you of who you are. You guys don't realize, or you forget how sensitive you are, and you get stripped of your own energy, you get stripped of your soul. So I'm feeling like you are coming out of the chrysalis, you are coming into being a butterfly. But what it means when you're a butterfly is you take up more space. You have to fly instead of walk. So it takes getting used to this new version of yourself. So things like setting boundaries is extremely important for this new experience that you're going to have. And we're going to get into more specifics in just a moment. So soothing your soul is all about like choosing to point your energy in the right direction, like choosing where you actually want to put your energy. You guys are going through a shit ton of transformation, and it is not comfortable. I'm hearing you saying it's not healthy, it doesn't feel healthy. You are healthy to a certain extent, obviously depending on where you are right now, but like you can't do any more apart from just look after yourself from your own knowledge. So, you know, things like taking vitamins I've found very, very helpful. This is where my Virgo rising starts to pop out. So like anything to do with vitamins, you know, going out in nature, eating good food, eating food that actually has nourishment. So anything organic, like this is going to help you through this process. This is going to come, you're coming into, and you're shedding an old layer, coming into a new layer. I'm seeing like skin being peeled, and you've got this new, like fresh layer. It just feels yummy as fuck. Like this feels like, oh, I love this. Ooh, I'm getting excited. This is like 4 months in advance, or four to 5 months. So 5th chakra, throat chakra, setting boundaries. Boom. Okay, this is really important. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and feelings. I'm aware of excessively wanting to please others. I will maintain and grow my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes, and saying no when I want to say no. I speak up for myself, and also guys, when you don't people please anymore, there's a sense of like, shit, I've got to get used to this. Like when you actually stop people pleasing, it's like, oh my God, what do I do now? It's like, girl, you just got to sit in it. You just got to sit in the uncomfortable stuff. And once you do, it'll move through and it'll be gone. And then you'll be fine. You know, that is why we do people please, because we're uncomfortable and we avoid conflict. But trust me, you avoiding conflict is not helping anyone. You standing up for your power is going to help that other person, even if they're a piece of shit, even if they're a narcissist. I speak up for myself, and I set boundaries regarding other people's behaviour. I do this by asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance and support, rather than telling them what I don't want. Also, I'm seeing 2 messages. I'm seeing you sitting at a interview and lights are being shone on you, like you're sitting at like an interview with like cameras on you and lights. And there's another one about you driving in the car. Can you just tell me what's going on? I'm hearing stepping into the limelight, being seen, having to show yourself, your real self. The lights are kind of like a symbol of like you coming into your authentic self and people shining a light on you. It's like, girl, it's your time now. Ah, that's it. I'm hearing like 3, 2, 1 action, like camera action, that kind of thing. Like go, do it, do the damn thing. And then the car ride is basically showing me like, make sure to incorporate softness and play. And I'm also seeing traveling, a lot of traveling for you guys. This doesn't have to be right now. You know, traveling can be in like the next year or so, but trust me, it doesn't have to be anything too intense. It can literally be like somewhere that is, you know, a state away from you guys if you're in America, or something like that, or a province if you're in Canada. Okay, that was so specific. I love it. It's like enjoying the ride. Thank you, I got it right. Sometimes the messages take a little while to come through. I'm picking up on a black cat for this group as well. You have Jupiter, which is abundance, which is the most abundant planet. Hey bitch, yes, she knows what's up. She's like, I need to serve this hoe. Also, what's really nice is this overall abundance. This is overall abundance, everything. Everything. Everything, 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 everything. Picking up on the Annie soundtrack. That is so weird, but I'm loving it. I'm hearing the sun will come out tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, there's another one. I don't know if you guys have seen the newer Annie. And she basically sings this song on stage, and she's talking about an opportunity. That's what I'm getting. This group is so fucking cheesy. Oh my god, but it's so good. I feel like listening to the soundtrack now, guys. Have you ever run to the Annie soundtrack if it is just me? Because it's so liberating. It's like being in a fucking music video. I'm like, yes, 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 work my stuff, strat. Okay. Anyway, so this group, what you're actually attracting is a shit ton of cleanliness in your relationships. Cleanliness being nothing is unsafe. You are attracting safe, gorgeous connections. A lot of people around you are possibly going through 12th house shit, which is why you're kind of feeling like, oh, leave me alone. Because when people are going through their 12th house, which is every 12 years, it is very uncomfortable. It's basically like very uncomfortable. Actually, is it every 13? It's either 13, 11 years. I don't know, one of those. But basically, when you are 23, you're going through the 12th house. So if that's you, then that's you. It's basically like you are releasing shit, and people, you're realizing like the contrast between the different people around you. And the people that you're attracting is going to be really, really healthy for you. It could be a Virgo as well in your life. There's a sense of like authentic, earthy safeness within this group. Like I feel like I can just talk about anything. You guys would be like, yeah, I totally understand that. Like I'd just be like, yeah, like talking about a monkey riding a bicycle. You'd be like, totally feel you, girl. You know, this group just feels really safe. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for what you're attracting is safeness in your relationships. You are now also, these two are connected. This is you rejuvenating your relationships. You're now coming out of being lacking in vulnerability, and this is going to attract a lot more people because you're now in this vulnerability. You're now in a stronger vulnerability than yourself. I'm seeing so many random things. I'm seeing Alice in Wonderland, like the cartoon. And on that, this like really freaked me out when I was younger. I was like, what the F is this? Is this person on drugs? Which probably would be on drugs, to be fair. Like this, there's like an island, and this big pelican thing is like walking around with this clam, and he's talking about clams. I'm just getting like an image of a clam, like being clammed shut. Like you've had to be clammed shut in a lot of your connections, and what you're attracting is just a shit ton of just cleanliness. Like I'm seeing like cleanliness over the board, like complete sweeping your entire relationships, and making them just more comfortable for you, which is so nice. I love that. That just feels really healthy. That's just basically what you're aiming for at the moment. So that's kind of like, if I could title this video, another title would be like, where are your manifestations taking you? And that's basically where they are taking you. Okay, so group number 2. Let's see your tarot. Let's see your tarot. I'm getting so many messages in this group that are so random. I'm picking up on like Mario now. He's like, you're trying to like do all the challenges. I think you're just going through like so many random things at the moment. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, because I did see you traveling and like driving. You might want to drive soon. Yeah, this is about you stepping into your power, like fully. A lot of you guys have been, I'm hearing, caught off guard. There's been a transition, and you've suddenly got the message to start a new job or start a new career or start something that's your hobby, and you're going to meet someone through it who's really in charge of their own body. Like somebody who really takes charge, they take authority. And this person is going to help you to feel really relaxed and free. This person, you could also, I'm picking up some of you guys could like date your boss. This person is like somebody who you look up to, and they're a lot more older than you. I'm picking up on 5 to 6 years older than you, 4 to 6. If you are wanting a male specifically, I mean, it could be a woman as well, but I think male is older. Women, I don't really see this person basically being the same age as you. But if you're wanting a male relationship, I'm seeing it being, yeah, 4 to 6 years older than this person. So what's going to help you to shift this quicker? Shadow work. Doing any type of shadow work is going to help you to just shift the shit, help you get through, make you feel a lot more comfortable. Okay. Okay, so we have Leo, Mercury, 7th house. amazing. You guys are, oh, how do I explain this? Can you tell me how to explain this? You are no longer forcing relationships. You are no longer setting yourself up for disappointment, because you already know who is good for you and who is not. These people in your life have literally suffocated you to the point that you cannot be expressive and be fun and happy and explore yourself and just be, basically every time you get excited about life, somebody pushes you down. So it's your destiny right now to focus on you, focus on yourself. And the 7th house is all to do with relationships. Leo is to do with expression, and Mercury is to do with your throat chakra. So basically what it's saying is creatively expressing the fuck out of yourself in your relationships, and people are so excited to see that about you. Like, the right people basically praise you for it rather than put you down, rather than tell you not to do that and not to express that. They're basically telling you to just be who you are. And I'm seeing, oh my God, I'm getting so many references. So I'm also getting Greece. So you guys might be movie buffs, or like, you might be like musicians or singers or actresses or something. You might have had to watch loads of musicals for like a class or something. I'm seeing Greece, and I'm seeing it here in the song Beauty School Dropout. And the guy who sings it, like what he actually says is actually really rude and bad. Like, he's basically just putting this woman down. And what it's basically saying is people around you are very good at manipulating you to get them to do what they want you to do. And it's showing fully who they are now. Like, no longer just feeling isolated and confused. I want this one. Do I want this? Yeah, I want this one. Yay! Every time I get the sloth, I get so excited. Sloths are my absolute favourite animals. I love them. Okay, so we also have the dragon and the giraffe. These two are not animals to be messed with. The sloth is talking about balance. It is also about just kind of like being in the middle but not having any type of emotional connection to it. It's like observing everyone and realising that it's nothing to do with you, how they react and things. Oh, you guys are going to get a really interesting parcel very soon. Some of you guys, especially if you work online, there's somebody's going to send you a parcel. I'm picking up on an unexpected package. It feels like something physical, not like a message or an email or anything like that. Okay, sloth. Ease, diplomacy and leisure. Take it easy. The sloth spends its days among the treetops, lounging around in eternal ease. When the sloth appears in your path, it is a sign to chill out and enjoy the pleasures of life. There is no rush and no destination. There is simply right here, right now. Even when faced with decisions, the sloths like to ruminate and think on its next course of action, seeing many perspectives and evaluating all sides. Because of this, sloths are very diplomatic in nature, acting as the liaison between parties and bringing them together with a sense of unity. Sloths are altruistic in nature, finding the best in every person they meet and every situation they come across. But it doesn't mean that you have to push yourself down to be seen. Those people who are stopping you from being seen, that's because they can't see themselves. So you won't have to struggle anymore. Like, your relationships aren't meant to be a struggle. An introspective animal, the sloth, is a classic daydreamer, thinking up new ideas but rarely taking action on them. There's time to ponder and there's time to do, but now enjoy this moment for what it is, space for you to simply be. Also, what I'm hearing is like how they mate is actually really interesting. I think it's like, I can't remember how they do it, but basically what I'm hearing is like takes a long time. Like, it takes a long time for them to go for a poop as well. Like, I think they poop once every seven days. And that's kind of like your energy. It's like your main thing right now is to realize that whatever is meant for you will actually come to you. You don't have to try and be like everyone else, try and be like that person, force yourself to be like that person. A lot of the time we compare ourselves because we have been told when we were younger that maybe we were compared to others by our parents, maybe we were never praised, maybe we were never complimented. A lot of it is because we're trying to survive and it's not helping you anymore. You know, focus on yourself, focus on speaking your truth, be really kind to yourself and realizing that you can spread your energy out, and don't be afraid to spread yourself out. This is so much about the heart chakra as well, you guys. There's definitely a partnership that wants to come in. Like, there's somebody who's so fucking excited to be in your life. And if you are single, holy shit, you are gonna love this person when you're ready and when it's time for you. A lot of you guys could actually meet this person this year, the year that you're watching this. So of course, depends on when. A lot of you guys can meet them by New Year's as well. So depending on when you're watching, or around October time. So have a lovely day. rates and my crystal shop are below. Please check out my rates before messaging me, as they can change. Yeah, crystal shop is below. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please leave me a comment if you would like to. Let me know what you think, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the clear quartz crystal. So pause. Okay, you need to sit still. There we go. So with pause, this is reminding me that a lot of you guys are caregivers. You guys are ones that love to help people out. You're always using your heart chakra a lot. You're always helping people. I'm hearing, but who's going to help the little guy? Who's going to help the one that's actually giving the advice, giving the help, assisting, you know, things like that. So what I'm seeing for you guys is a sense of needing to give yourself a break. And actually allowing yourself to give yourself a break. Sometimes if you're so used to doing things for other people, it is really hard to actually take a pause. There's something else as well. I feel like there's like an opening to a new adventure. That's, you're possibly moving house, moving state, moving town, moving city, moving job. There's a new environment you're going to be in. Like literally your whole, what you look at is going to change. Like what you see out the window, you might see more nature. Changing around your place where you're living. There's just this sense of, it's to do with your home, but I'm hearing it's out of the home. It's like it's outside. It's the environment that you're in, and I feel like that's going to drastically change the way you transfer energy. So say if you're around a lot of people in a house and you're around EMF waves, you've got Wi-Fi waves, you've got electricity, probably, you know, quite polluted water, polluted air, versus where, and possibly like, you know, toxic family friends that you live with, versus being in an environment that's possibly outside nature. Maybe you want to live in a cabin for a little bit, maybe you want to go to an Airbnb, go near the woods, go near a beach. There's this environment that your environment desperately needs to change at the moment, and do it in any way you can that you're able to do so. It could be even driving to a park for 10 minutes to give yourself a break, because your environment desperately needs cleansing. And I'm hearing like one-upping your environment and creating a sense of pause there, which is really, really nice. I know that you deserve that. I know that that's going to really, really help you, especially if you're an earth sign. It can be really hard to actually take a pause sometimes, because especially my Capricorns and Virgos, you guys are and can be workaholics. You know, Taurus can be too, but Capricorns, Virgos especially, because it's like when I do stuff, I feel needed, and sometimes you got to feel needed for yourself as well. You got to need yourself as well. Okay, I'm hearing like moonshine. I think moonshine's like a drink, isn't it? I'm picking up like a moon, like I'm getting really drawn to these moons. Something to do with the moon here. Okay, number 35. So you could have drastic changes between 3 and 5 months. Turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? Lovely. So let's see what else we have. We have blue lace agate. Find your calm. Start fresh. That is exactly what it is. And we have divine intervention, the crown chakra. It's funny because I normally choose group 3s if I'm coming across a video just to check it. Normally group 3s normally resonate with me, and I literally have put on blue lace agate for the first time in like probably like a year or so, because my throat's been really going for it. So for you guys, this is all about empowerment, expression, freeing up yourself. It's really hard to actually get my words out in this group. Like, what is it? What is this? Freeing up your experiences. That's what you're doing. That is basically what you're aiming for at the moment. So you're starting fresh. You are coming into a clearer headspace. You guys need a week off or at least a different environment for a little bit. I'm just hearing you need to start appreciating your environment more, and you will possibly appreciate it when you actually come out of it. It might be that sometimes you have to come out of it for a while to actually appreciate it, and it can be going to a friend's house for a while, going to an Airbnb like I mentioned, or going out in nature or something like that. So when we have find your calm, wherever you find your calm, that's going to be the way you actually manifest stuff. So whenever you're meditating, taking time for yourself and being calm, especially if you're a projector in human design, like that's so important for you guys, is to have calm. That's going to be how you actually attract more money, more abundance, more happiness and love and light, really. I'd never say love and light, so definitely your group, love and light. It's just like anything that helps you feel more confident, more free, more in charge, more, I'm hearing large and in charge, it's going to help you to attract stuff easier and quicker. And also, you're not going to have to micromanage everything. Sometimes when we might start micromanaging, it means we just need a break. Maybe you're overstimulated, you kind of overdone it, you know, things like that. And start fresh is all about you got to really start fresh. So it could be bringing in some new furniture, changing around your room a little bit, changing around your house, painting the walls, doing anything to do with the home, like really just stripping stuff bare. And starting fresh is also realizing that you do need to prioritize your own happiness and your own peace, like actually inserting times in the day where you run or you go for a dance or whatever, to just free yourself up, like literally get yourself out of your head and into your heart, basically. So crown chakra, divine intervention, this is all about your psychic abilities and things like that. It is also associated with the pineal gland. It's also associated with beauty, serenity, oneness with all, our divinity, selfless realization, understanding and enlightenment. And also what it rules as well is the top of the head and just the top of the head. Can be literally the top of the head or just above the head. Some people call this the star chakra. Okay, so I honor a higher power and know that anything is possible. I let a higher power have a more active presence in my life. I know that my life is divinely guided. I surrender to this truth. I know that I am loved, guided and protected by a higher source. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quests from a spiritual teacher, master or guru. And also it could be that you just need a little bit of assistance. You might need a little bit of Reiki, a little bit of talking therapy, you know, shadow work, whatever it is, just like inserting that. Remember, life isn't meant to be really, really boring. And trust me guys, my life has been boring for a long time. Like my social life has been non-existent for a long time. But honestly, it is just, it's what you have to go through. But remember, just because you haven't got a lot going on in your life right now, or possibly haven't got a lot going on, like in terms of like happiness and fun, doesn't mean you can't create it yourself. And also, sometimes it just takes us coming out of our own normal environment, like our home, to really get out of our head. Like we are in our homes too much, like it's just not on. And also what it is you are, like I said, around a lot of toxic environment. You're not around a lot of toxic stuff in that environment. When also, before I say that, 5, 6, 7, 8 is also the number as well. 3, 5 and 8 for you guys. Yeah, so when you're in the home, it's like you have EMF waves, you've got Wi-Fi, you've got possibly polluted water, polluted air, bad foods, toxic people, toxic energies. Like you really do have to look after yourself in this time, because we are stripped from nature, and it is so fucking important to actually get that back. Because otherwise you will feel it and you'll suffer and you'll be like, why is my mental health so bad? And it's because you haven't actually focused on yourself for a while. But I forget that too. Like I'm a friggin' sensitive gal. Like, you know, what I do here on YouTube, you can tell I'm very sensitive. So it's like, I actually forget sometimes how sensitive I am. So some of you guys might also forget it. Okay, self-know the past. A lot of you guys are releasing a lot from the past. It's kind of like you are realizing you're using all the knowledge from the past and you're using it in your future. I'm hearing sundial, sun, like Aries sun, something like that. Okay, so we have Pallas Athena, we have Taurus, and we have Pluto, which is beautiful. So I'm feeling a possible really transformative relationship with a Taurus. A relationship is in like a romantic one. I'm seeing past karmas being rewritten around relationships, and you could be going through your second house, birth year, which is all about money, your values, it's getting into balance, things like that. And what you're attracting is possibly a Taurus who's going to help you to just calm everything down. It's going to help you to like strategize, and it's going to bring a lot more abundance, a lot more money, because this person's really, really good at what they do. It can be a therapist, a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, something like that. I feel like Pallas Athena is also here, is just saying like ultimate calmness, is bringing you calmness. I'm going to read from the book for Pallas Athena. So this I feel like reminds me of Aries actually. So Pallas Athena is all about intelligence, creativity, wisdom, liberation, diplomacy, zealous and overly critical. I'm feeling like you're kind of letting go of people who are very overly critical as well. And a lot of you guys think very strategically in your life. So coming into your heart and into nature is going to be really good for you. When Pallas appears in your reading, it's time to make a plan. Weighing the pros and cons of a situation is going to help you in the long run. The physical act of writing your ideas down brings them to life. This helps us to look at the bigger picture. We often think just about our next step, but strategizing further down the line will help you ensure our victory. Become a defender of your community. Pallas is not a me energy, it is a we energy. Just like we have a look at the bigger picture of a personal situation, we are also part of the bigger picture in society. Your friends and neighbours may have ideas that can be utilised to benefit everybody. And what I'm seeing is you're coming into a leader mentality and leader role. You're being asked to step into helping people by helping them to change, and you're supporting them through that. And I feel like also anything you learn from the past is going to help you in your career in the future, especially if you want to help people intuitively, health-wise, whatever it may be. And I feel like I'm getting an infinity sign, like it's to do with whatever you do comes back to you. Basically, yeah, it's like whatever you do over here comes back to you here. And when you start to prioritise yourself, that becomes all peace, that becomes all peaceful, rather than, okay, there's a bit of toxicity over here, oh, I'm coming into it and then it's coming back to me. It's like all peaceful. Yeah, it's just really prioritizing yourself. And also Pluto is a really, really deep planet. It's ruled a Scorpio, it's ruled by Pluto rules Scorpio, so the other way around. And basically it's just really intense, and there's a lot of changes to do with your past. Like you've had a lot of shit coming at you, and you've had a lot of people kind of tell you what to do and how to feel and things like that. And it's basically overruling you. It's just a bit too much for you. So sometimes you just need to rest, take a break and relax, basically. I'm getting Enrique Iglesias in this group. Maybe your person looks like Enrique. Okay, group number 3. Yep, shedding. Massive amount of shedding. Kundalini rising. Your creative sexual power is coming out as well, which is really great. Nothing and no one can push you over. Yep, that's that Pluto stuff coming in to shake things up. You know that's been there for about 2 or 3 years actually. It's just up to you what choice you take to sort it out, whether it be actually dealing with it or just ignoring it. And it feels like to me things like people pleasing and your own sexual power and about being heard in groups and things like that. Don't ever feel like you have to be around people just to be around people. Trust me, it's not worth it. Not everyone is meant to be in your tribe. Like society is large, where when we used to be in tribes, they used to be really, really small. Hence why if you're on social media too much, you can really fuck up your brain, because you're not actually meant to know that much information sometimes. Like when we used to be in tribes, all we would know about is what is happening in the tribe. But now, because we have access to everything, which is good, but also it can be a bit too much. Like you have to regulate it. So things like that, just being really aware, making conscious effort towards that. And with the 7 of Swords, I'm hearing you are seeing the truth and you're no longer hiding from it. And those swords are there to help you. They're not there to like injure you. Yeah, I'm feeling some of you guys are gonna have a coffee date soon with someone, like a friend. It feels like somebody you could be sexually intimate with. Doesn't matter on the gender, just anyone you could be sexually intimate with. And it feels like you meet them through a friend, or you meet them through some sort of like really randomly, like just on Facebook or like through a group or some sort of you both are interested in the same thing. You both have like a common goal. It's kind of like I'm seeing, like if you're a photographer and you're looking for models, that model could be your partner, or if you're wanting a graphic designer, that could be your partner, like that sort of thing. Like this person has something that helps you and you're really interested in their work. I just got that so randomly. So if that happens to any of you guys, come back to this video and let me know, because I'm quite interested. That felt like a really powerful message, and it felt really, really prominent and strong as well. Okay, so we have Sagittarius. I'm gonna cough again. Sorry guys. Sag, Venus, 9th house. I mean, wow. This person could be a Sag, could be somebody with 9th house Venus, could be you. The Venus is showing me that you both are learning how to love more. Taurus is a massive heart chakra sign, and we had that earlier, and it's to do with Venus. So anything that Venus rules is like, you know, Libra and Taurus is all about love and relationships. So you do want a loving relationship, and I'm seeing that you're going to find that by exploring yourself. There's no point in waiting around for somebody. Even if you're in a partnership, you can't be there for them all the time. Like, you have to be there for yourself as well. Like, I'm hearing we both have to learn how to regulate ourselves, how to rely on ourselves. And that's something you're learning. And also, if you are a Sagittarius Venus, you are learning some really deep lessons, especially on how to be heard and not have to be there for every single person all the time and burning yourself out. I'm hearing I'm getting less out of helping people more, which is exactly what you're doing, you know. I'm hearing serpentine is a really good crystal for you guys. That would be, yeah, really good. Or green jade. That would be so good, like peace jade. Is there anything else? I'm seeing a partner who looks foreign to you, so it doesn't look like you, and they are going to be your partner. I'm seeing you're meeting somebody who's across a country or across town, or could have moved to where you are, and you're meeting them and you're going on a coffee date, and it's just like the most perfect partnership. And they could be a Sag, they could be a Taurus, they could be an Aries, Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. And yeah, they feel really fun. There's this sense of like peace in this group. That's why we have pause, I feel, because there's such a sense of like calmness. So anytime you feel calmness, you are doing the right thing. Anytime you are feeling like jagged and uncomfortable, it's not that you're doing the wrong thing, but there is a sense of needing to adjust a little bit and giving yourself time to adjust. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to live your life and express and have fun. Do not try to restrict yourself, okay? Especially you guys who are fixed signs or earth signs. You guys put a lot of pressure on yourself. You don't need to be here to entertain people. You're here to love and live and experience, and you will have a partnership at some point, and you will have friends. And this is, I don't know who I'm talking to, but someone's really going for it. So that is for you, and realize that meditation will help you be in stillness and calmness so much quicker, okay? I'm hearing those people that are saying those things to you, don't even listen to them. They're just fucking rank. Oh my God. They are just not good for you. People who have strong opinions and make it out to be fact are very, very insecure, and they're not worth your time. So also I'm seeing here on the side of the dice, there's Libra, Moon and 7th house. So I'm seeing you're gonna have a relationship that you feel absolutely fascinated by. Like you're really, I'm hearing I'm accompanied by them. Like you're really excited to have them in your life. So that's what I'm seeing, guys. I'm seeing ultimate fulfillment, and I'm seeing aquamarine is a really good crystal for you as well. Aquamarine. So have a great day. All my rates and my crystal shop are below, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So you were the only group I actually wanted to pick out a couple more cards for. So let's see what's going on for you guys. So you guys chose Smoky Quartz, amazing for transitions, change, reflection, basically what we have here. A lot of you are the group that's going through transformation, like really, really deeply. So it might be really, like life might be really hard on you at the moment. You might just feel everything just feels really unhappy and uncomfortable. I'm hearing I'm unaccompanied. It's like basically I'm seeing you're around people but you don't feel good with them. You're around people but you don't feel connected to them. Like you have company but you're not in company, you know. I'm seeing also a connection to like Peter Pan, like Lost Boys, that sort of thing. It creeps me out, that film, but it's this like we're all kind of trying to survive, and you might have to be by yourself for a while to be in this reflection, to get back to where you need to be. And you're already in the right place, even if it feels like you're not. Your life isn't here to be perfect all the time, like one straight line. And perfection is literally in the eye of the beholder, like it literally is. It's in the eye of anyone who observes it. So someone's perfection might be different to yours. So I'm seeing your how you interact with people is really changing. What you expect from them, what you expect from yourself, and things like that. I'm seeing like an orange being peeled. I'm seeing like what's underneath that matters. It's like layers, like Shrek, layers, and realizing that you are more than just the surface. So if you ever feel like you're comparing yourself to other people and things like that, just realize that that is not who you are. You know, a lot of that can be to do with ancestral trauma as well, especially from parents or grandparents, where they compared themselves to other people, and it's like reflection onto them, and you know, family trauma basically. Okay. To receive, you must release. What can you let go of? What do you want to receive? This feels like a lot of you guys have very strong dreams about dance. It sounds like I said drugs then. I didn't mean to say that. you have a strong dream about dancing. You have a strong dream about expression, like you want to be seen by a lot of people. This feels like a completely different group to any of the other ones, which is, I'm really loving this group. That copper, it looks like copper, that I'm really vibing with that. A lot of you guys need to ground yourself. Number 5, so it could be in 5 months this appears, or 5 weeks. I'm hearing cleaning, refreshing. Lovely. Oh, I'm so happy with this. So a lot of you guys are needing to actually take action on something like now. I'm seeing a lot of you guys need to, it sounds so random, but you need to book a birthday. If any of you guys have forgotten to book a birthday or buy a birthday present for somebody, this is your reminder. Guys, my intuition's all over the place today. So if that resonates with you, go do it now, okay? I'm picking up like reservations, reserving, reminding, things like getting things in order. You need to check your emails as well. I feel like a lot of you guys need to check a lot of them kind of like mundane stuff, or even just mundane. Okay, we have a third eye chakra, acknowledge spirit, and then we have these 2 extra cards. The storm, okay, and we have the father. This is a very deep ancestral trauma around achieving. You guys are going to get a lot of deep blessings, and we'll have a look at those in particular in just a moment. Right now, to actually receive these blessings, or to receive this kind of next big change, is you're going to need to loosen your grip around actually taking forward action. A lot of you guys are really insecure about it, and it could be because of when you were a child, maybe you were insulted or picked on for doing something and then you retreated, being worthy of receiving. Also, you could have felt like you had to be successful to be noticed in your family, especially if you come from, I'm picking up, just saying very bluntly, an Asian family, like strict rules, or a Capricorn based family where there's a lot of like Capricorn rules. Things are structured all the time. It is fucking boring, and everything has to be this and this. It's like, well, I think that about you, so you think this about me. I'm also picking up on Japanese culture as well. This is a lot of like the father figure. I'm picking up like your whole world has revolved around the father figure, and you were never really realized, especially if you're a woman as well, you were never kind of like acknowledged. It could be a lot of deep ancestral, cultural, religious trauma here, and this is all about, basically you got to cut the storm in half. I'm hearing you got to go in that storm, you got to cut it, you got to go in there and do some maintenance. Like, this is about you, your masculine side, and taking action. So with the Amazonite, every time you take action, there is a sense of like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to fail. You are basically scared of failing. You're scared of failure. You're scared of not having, basically being wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. Literally, that is what life's all about. It's about yin and yang, the wrong and the right, the yes, the no, the black and the white. So you can't basically live your life if you are restricting yourself from living it, all right? So things like moving away from family, even though they told you not to, because of their insecurities, it feels like people are reflecting their shit onto you. No, projecting their shit onto you, and it's reflecting back to you, and that is the reflection. You're getting a lot of ancestral trauma around people pleasing, sweeping stuff under the rug. You're getting that from a lot of people from all different directions, and you are needing to cut all this shit in half, basically. I'm picking up like the tree of life reminds me of just everything is all connected. So yes, these people have opinions, but they do not have any fucking control over you. You are in charge of your own body. And this is to do with the government as well. Like, you're in charge of your body, your life, and it doesn't matter. If just because people have strong opinions doesn't mean that they're right. Sorry guys, I've had hair on my my table. It doesn't mean that they're right and you're wrong. Okay, you don't have to argue with these people. People who are determined to make you wrong, you will not be able to do anything to change their mind. Okay, so the best thing to do to loosen your grip, walk away. So some of you guys, you are attracting some really lovely friends who are authentic. So coming into your heart chakra and trusting, I'm hearing trusting God. A lot of you guys are religious. I always say the universe. I don't really kind of, have God in, I don't really, I don't say the word God, I say the word universe. So a lot of you guys are particularly, have a strong belief with God. I feel like it's all kind of the same thing. But anyway, so third eye chakra, acknowledge spirit. I trust in a higher source and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. This is about you. Some of you guys might be praying. Some of you guys are really stuck in a family trauma pattern. And I'm just going to give you so much love through the screen right now. It is uncomfortable, but guys, oh my God, it's so worth it. This is about you standing in your power, and family is your first port of karma. Like, it's not comfortable, but it's so worth it. This is about you trusting that you do not have to have all the answers right now. Okay, a lot of you guys are getting pressure to get a job, to move, to earn a certain amount of money. Who gives a flying fuck? At the end of the day, people can have their opinions. People cannot force you to do anything. Okay, you have your own body, you have your own rights. So in this stillness, I listen to the wisdom inside, and I'm open to the spirituality that's within and all around me. I know that love is the creative force. I meditate and welcome mystical truths. I'm open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quests from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. Oh, that is so weird. That is basically the same as group number 3. They had that last bit too. Maybe it's the same quote. It sounds really familiar. Okay, so what I'm seeing is some of you guys just need some extra help from people. Someone who actually understands you, like, so just some extra guidance, basically. I feel like you need to start making your life your own. That's basically what I'm seeing. That's going to be how you attract this. And this is not important. It's important as in it's in your life, but this isn't your whole world, okay? This is just part of it. People think they have control of you, especially masculines for some reason. Masculine energy is on the fucking rise. I mean, feminine energy is on the fucking rise. But with the men, especially on the planet right now, is their feminine energy, oh my God, are they terrified? I can tell just by looking at the world and what we're going through and what we're witnessing, there's a lot of men who are going through a shit ton of shit because they have been shoving down their feminine side through addiction, control, war, anything that's controlling and addictive and intense and has no mercy to it. That is essentially a toxic masculine energy. And you've bear witness to it, basically. I'm picking up, okay, I'm just gonna be really blunt for some of you guys. So I say this in the most authentic way. Some of you guys have been forced to be religious. Some of you guys have been forced to go to church, to go to somewhere. It's like, at the end of the day, that is fucked up. Like, in my opinion, that is fucked up. You should be able to choose whether you go to a certain place or not. Especially, of course, when you're a child, you don't really get a lot of choice at the end of the day. But now you're growing older, you are now deciding who you are and what you want to do, but you're still a child. Your inner child is basically making the decisions. Like, okay, for example, like you're 35, you know, and you've had a lot of trauma when you were younger, when you were a child, and, you know, you've had trauma when you were a baby, and, you know, you've had to go to church, you've had to do all these things around religion and having to do all these restrictions, and you've never been able to process it. You then get to about 35 and you want to actually take action on something, but there's maybe sexual shame, or there's maybe shame from spirituality or shame from religion. But a lot of it is from when you were younger, and you are basically still, as a child, in your subconscious, your child is saying, I can't do that, I'm scared. That is what's causing you to feel stuck. Guys, all you have to do is start reflecting, because you're going to start to realize, you've got to start to realize that you are in charge of your own life. You are the main character, you are the cake, everything else is the icing, bitch. All right, you get to make all the decisions. So if something doesn't feel right, get the fuck out of that situation and make your own choices. No one is forcing you to do anything that you don't want to do, okay? No one can have that much control over you. And even if the government, religion, anything says that, it's wrong. It's very old-fashioned, it's very 3D, and I don't know about you guys, but I've had enough of it. Okay, lovely, Chiron. This is very much like deep stuff, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous though, because I'm seeing you guys are maturing. You guys are, Mars, yep. This is to do your sexual power, actually. So that's yummy. Yummy. This is my Scorpio energies all over this stuff. So what you're going to be attracting is freedom in your relationships. My jaw is locking out. A lot of you guys have resentment around a masculine in your life. You guys have been attracting partners who are like one of your parents, and I'm hearing you need to stop that. Your guide's basically saying you can't keep doing this to yourself. So what is going to happen is exploring who you are. 9th house is all about exploring, travel, exploration, seeing things from a higher perspective, Sagittarius. 11th house, groups, family, friends. It's more about like friends, social awareness, things that aren't directly connected by blood. So I'm seeing you, this is going to be a new tribe. You are attracting a brand new tribe because you are able to be more of yourself, more of who you are. And the progressions and journey, this is a journey, but it's not fun, but it is good. I'm seeing so blunt in this reading, honestly. I'm literally just saying whatever the fuck comes out my brain, out of my mouth, onto this reading. Oh my God, it just feels so intense. Like a lot of you guys just need a break. A lot of you guys just need a break. You're not responsible for everything and everyone, okay? You can only take so much responsibility on your side, all right? So Mars in the 9th house, what this is saying to me is you are going to travel more. You're most likely going to live quite far away from family. Most likely going to live quite far away from people you already know. I do see you traveling, and I'm seeing you having the most yummiest, sexiest partner ever. So if you're already with somebody and you're like, girl, I'm already happy, I'm already with them, girl, you go, girl. But if you are wanting a partner, I'm seeing somebody who's just across the board, so yummy, so beautiful, and just gives you this sense of freedom. They allow you to be who you are, but you've got to let yourself be who you are first, because you will unfortunately possibly manifest somebody else who's a lot like one of your parents who restricted you. So you want to basically look back at the past, release some subconscious patterns by cord cutting, shadow work, therapy, anything that involves emotions flowing, like getting them flowing. I'm not talking about talking therapy. Counselling doesn't always work. Honestly, I don't think it works that well, but because you need something productive as well to help you shift your stuff. So what I'm seeing is you guys are going to get brand new jobs, new home, more money, because you're starting to show up for yourself. That's basically what's happening, and your whole life is basically changing because of it. Elevating, things are being elevated, which is really great. I'm so fucking proud of you, and especially for you guys who haven't had that strong of a father figure or a mother figure. You guys, I'm so proud of you. You are doing such a good job, and do not take the pressures of the world all onto your shoulders, okay? You are not in charge of everyone else. You're in charge of your life. You can help people, but it's not your something to bear. It's not your something to bear. I don't know what the word is. It's not your crime to bear. I don't know what it is, but basically it's not up to you to sort everyone else out. Lovely. Letting go of the burdens. A lot of you guys just want to achieve stuff, but you're so restricted by your own subconscious planning. You need to do some shadow work for some of you guys. Finding someone that helps you do shadow work, because look at this. Look how gorgeous. You've got a brand new full energy coming through. You're like restricted, right? I'm done. Boom. Meeting a partner who gets you. Meeting a tribe who gets you. Your group is about using, it's kind of like a 3-step process. I'm hearing that song 1, 2 step. I love that song. So I'm seeing basically this is where you're going towards, this kind of empty space. This is where you've been, where you're going, your future. I feel like it's like ancestral patterns, sorting them out, attracting a soul group of friends, soul tribe, partner. That's basically this group. 3-step process. So you have to get rid of a lot of the trauma that's been given to you, because like I've said before, this is kind of like something that's really changed my life. This message that I got, this is from my own exploration of my own emotions and shadow work, this is basically quite a good example actually with this card. So empaths here, if you're an empath, you're a sensitive, whatever you want to call yourself, empaths or sensitives, they have an empty cup all the time because they're unconditional love. You know, that's basically who they are. Everyone is an empath at the end of the day, but a lot of people get controlling and things like that, and that's when they turn into a narcissist. Basically, narcissists are basically really, really sensitive empaths who can't control their stuff, who can't deal with their stuff, basically, who choose to use it in a bad way. So you guys are this group of empaths, and people fill up your cup with their shit because they project their stuff onto you, because they aren't they don't feel like they're responsible for their stuff. So they plop it in, give it to you, and then you hold on to their stuff, looking at it, and you're like, oh, this is me, this is who I am, I'm toxic, I'm worthless, I'm all this stuff. But actually, that's what people have given to you. You just haven't cleared it properly, okay? So something that really helps me is saying, I put my hands out and say, I release any energy that is no longer mine now, thank you. I take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and I just let it go. Like, you need to regulate your energy, guys, because you're going to come in so much abundance, and it's not anyone else's stuff but yours. It really isn't. And also what's going to help you is to make sure you're having time by yourself. You are needing to do a lot of reflecting because you are coming into a new space, all right? Especially in work. A lot of you guys are coming out of a lot of corruption with work. People have nitpicked you. Lovely. So you're going to do something really creative in this world, in this life. Your next big life change is the way you're going to show up in the world, career-wise and in groups. People are going to start noticing you for who you are. Like I've noticed in this beautiful community, I've had so much gorgeous, like people just love people who are loving, like so many loving people towards me, and I'm very, very grateful for it. And I really haven't had that before. Like I haven't had people authentically just being like, wow, I love this about you, I love this, like I love your videos. Like that is very, like, I've never really had that before. So when you see the contrast, you're like, oh shit, that is what I want to actually receive, but what I have been receiving is possibly toxic energy or something like that. Like, you see contrasts. So when you see the contrast, that's going to be when things change. When you suddenly realize this is enough, you know. So I'm seeing you meeting somebody within about 10 weeks, 10 months. Sorry, no, most likely 10 months. They could be about 10 years older than you as well, or live about 10 miles from you or something like that. So Gemini moon, this person's really educated. They love traveling. They love anything to do with countries and religion, things like that. You are coming out of religion. You're coming out of toxicity. You are coming out of restriction. You are coming into freedom, expression, and funnily enough, we have the 10th house, which is actually rules the father figure and masculinity and fathers and men. You are coming into a more authentic connection with men and masculines, and also for those of you who especially are men and have penises, basically, to put it bluntly, who are a guy at birth, you are coming into your feminine side. You are more connected to your feminine side, and it's attracting more people who have their best interests at heart, basically, and are really, really lovely and loving. And you're going to meet people through a lot of online stuff as well, like through online, hearing culture. Like, there's going to be people around you who have the same views as you, and you're going to match up with them. So that's lovely. So last message. It's not quite a cat. Some of you guys are really resonate with a cat or cat spirit. You might have had a cat that's recently passed, and that's what's coming through in your reading. Ooh, cute. We have the little froggy. He is so cute. I love him. Okay, and then we have the eagle. Seeing things from a higher perspective. This is an omen of change, omen of transformation. It's like a very deeply spiritual message from your tribe. From your tribe, from your tribe. Okay, 59. 59. I feel like you're also the fox. So if you want to have a little look at that and pause the video, this is also, I think, an extra message for you guys too. So that's going to be an extra message. All right. We have the frog. Leap, detox, vitality. Take the leap. The frog invites you to think outside the box and reconstruct the framework of your mind. I'm hearing leaning into being vulnerable and being seen. Like, you have to get things done, you have to be seen, okay? Or just be a hermit for a while until you're ready to be seen. Because I feel like that's kind of where you've been. You kind of just like really coming out of your box here. Like here, would you see like she's coming out with all her butterflies, and this you like taking the lead. I love it. So beautiful. I love it. Clean slate. Okay. Here we go. Right. Take the leap. The frog invites you to think outside the box and reconstruct the framework of your mind, providing potent medicine to release limited thinking. It's time to embrace possibilities. The frog thrives in the element of water, a sign of cleansing, purity, and detoxification on an emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual level. To remove a scarcity mindset, you must go to the source where these patterns originated. Here we go. This is what I was saying. Look at your child. Okay, look back to your childhood for any wounds you still carry. Explore past lives and ancestral healing if you can't identify where these blocks come from. It's time to extricate. Sorry guys, I'm not pronouncing that right. It's time to extricate yourself from old ties that no longer belong to you, as you embrace a new identity of vital life force for your entire being. This requires you to take a look at your own poison and how you yourself have been administering the dose. Clear this toxic energy by becoming aware of the part you've played in it. And that's why we have reflection. Also, if you guys want to know what this is called, it's called the Cosmic Creatures deck. Absolutely in love with it. It's by Grace. It's just, such a gorgeous deck. Have a great day. Rates and crystals show up below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.